Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders. Thank you for tuning in. This time you are tuning in to my 2973rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Traders, let's take a look at what's going on out there. Before we get into what's going on, please remember trading is risky. This is a tough business. Never ever trade without putting your protective stops in first. This week, the Omni has just been killing it with trades. OmniX, how we doing? Good, right? We're going to continue to do that. But for trading on Wednesday, 9/24, we've got us a little thing. It's called a neutral Omni. You're looking at the Russell 2000 daily bar. Jerome Powell came out and said a bad thing today. He said something that Janet Yellen said in the first week when she became Fed governor, Fed chairman, not recognizing her power. She said, I think the Russell stocks look a little overbought. And Russell paid for 2 straight years for that stupid comment. Well, Jerome came out and said 2 things. One was, we have no way nor a gauge of knowing if a market is too high or too low. And in the same breath, the idiot says, oh, by the way, the markets may be a bit overpriced. How could you say such a thing? How can anyone in this world know if it's overpriced? Because I'll tell you right now, they've been talking about this thing being overpriced since it was down here. It was overpriced in April when the tariff came out. All they talk about is it's overpriced, right? Overpriced, it went up, it went higher, it went higher, it went higher, it went higher. Where the hell does Powell come out and say this thing's overpriced? Where do you get this from? But as soon as he did, the Omni goes neutral, bang, and look what happens. We stop right at this top trend line, which caps off the market every time. Bam! Omni goes neutral to bearish. Powell has something silly to say. Markets hit a turning point, and maybe we've got a down day coming on Wednesday. So we'll see. The other indices look exactly the same. What else is out there? Let's look at this one. Where are you, buddy? I know you're out there. Here. Hi-ho, silver traders. Silver hit our mark. The targets were hit. 44.27, then 44.52. It went even higher than that. It went into the 44.70s. And look what it's done. It immediately started to back off. Now, an interesting thing, my targets and this trend line had 0 to do with one another, but look at how here, back off, here, backs off, just about hits, backs off, hits, backs off, just about hits, backs off, hits, right at our target. Back off expected, right? Maybe not a lot, but some pullback, so I'm going to stay away. Our targets were hit. Omni is just amazing, right? Traders, I gave this to you, and I said to you, I am not a person that gives out upward targets in silver, because I've called silver the widowmaker my whole career, because it has been. However, you had me come out here somewhere back here and say to you now, we are heading up to the 42 level. Well, we hit those targets. I will conjure up additional targets now that we've hit this spot. So no trading for silver on Wednesday. And what else do we have for you? This you're going to love. Look at Tesla. And Tesla fans, we are in a pause. Pause. Maybe we're at a double top right here. Maybe. It hit again, and it had a pullback day on Tuesday. Omni has turned red, and you've got a gap around the 400 level that looks like it could use some filling. So the Omni says, be careful in Tesla. We're going to sell rallies if we can. We'll get short Tesla, looking for it to come down and fill this gap. That would be for trading on Wednesday. Of course, all of our trades have stops entered in first. Traders, I hope this helps. Remember that gap left by Tesla? Well, I think now we're going to revisit it, so be careful. You may end up down here in the next couple of days. Traders, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go out on a date with my daughter, Olivia. We're going to go on the strip and maybe go see the Wizard of Oz and go see a show or whatever. So I don't know if I'm doing a video tomorrow. So this video is for trading on Wednesday. We'll see what's going to happen Wednesday night, but I do plan on going out with my honey, with my honey Olivia for the day. So I don't know that I'll be able to come up with another video for Thursday, but we'll see. If I make it home on time, we'll take care of that too. Please go to livewithoscar.com. Go there now. Create a free membership and join me in my free trading room. I run this room 24 hours a day, kids. I am always monitoring this room. You can always find me in here. I help. I share tips. I help traders. I show them where they should and shouldn't get out of stocks and commodities. I'm here making all of us better traders and better analysts. You can get to livewithoscar.com very easily by going to livewithoscar.com and just register. You might get an email in spam, unspam it, and come see me in my live trading room. You can hang out with me every day and get through these rough and tumble markets together. Please like and share these videos, and remember, stop, sir, in. Emotions are out. That is the truth, traders. Keep your emotions out of your decisions. Spend every day at livewithoscar.com. I promise I'll help you. And make sure you have a great day trading on Wednesday. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.